No, no worries, brother. I'm just saying that whole like Khamzat, I think it just embodies went from nothing to something more than these other guys. I think like Yusuf Zalal stopped short of where Khamzat reached. Kevin Holland,
He's right there. He's right
right
there.
there, right there, right there. I don't know if the fact it's just a worldwide presence because he's from another country or what, but Khamzat, there's just something about Khamzat that just took over the world. It happens in fighting sometimes, that it factor. They said Davison Figueiredo a little too accomplished for this category, in my opinion. Joaquin Buckley had an amazing moment, but I don't think, like I said, not quite enough done to get Breakout Fighter of the Year. And like I said, I just think that like Khamzat Chimaev embodies everything this category is about. Like he is Breakout Fighter of the Year. It's kind of no question.
I think a great example of, I agree with you. This is also how I scored it. Although I will say Kevin Hall. This was the category I went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This or Coach of the Year because Coach of the Year is so fucking hard to know. I don't know what they do. Essentially, like I just know their gym's records. But so that's for lack of knowledge. This was for like knowing everything and knowing that Kevin Holland made a bigger name for himself than anyone besides Khamzat. And I wanted to lean Holland only because he's fought better people and had more wins. But then it's like Khamzat fights two different weights, fights whenever you want him to fight. And also, here was what decided it for me. When I can look up his name in my GIF keyboard and I can find the Khamzat train with his face on it. There were more. There were Smash Brother. There were so many.
Yeah, you're right.
Like the dude's become an internet sensation as much as he is a fighting sensation.
Yeah, and even like, and he has the haters too. Like I feel like part
big
of
haters,
like the hype
big
train
haters.
is haters, and like Kevin Holland's essentially won overall as haters, which is a huge accomplishment, which is why we gave him Fighter of the Year. But like Khamzat has that. It reminds me a lot of the McGregor rise. Like you either love him or you hate him, but you know his name. And the haters, they call him Rat Lip, and they say he hasn't beat anybody. And then the fanboys in the stands are on the other side saying that he's going to be a 2-division champ maybe, and I feel like there's not a lot of middle ground on Khamzat. He's polarizing. He's man. If he beats Edwards in his first main event, I think at that point he becomes like an official like pay-per-view like draw, and and becomes like a cash cow of the UFC. And I don't know. Like I said, Breakout. Like when I think Breakout, I think Khamzat. Like I don't know the hype train, the merch, the sayings.
You know what's so crazy is they both cut amazing interviews too. Like Kevin Holland cuts amazing clips after fights, talking shit, like when he was talking shit to Izzy and stuff. But then also Khamzat cuts amazing clips too, where they ask him when you want to fight again. He says, "You give me 15 minutes, I smash anybody." It's like that's an amazing audio soundbite.
The soundbite sounds amazing. Exactly. He sounds like a Russian bad guy from like an action movie. Like when he's talking.
The fact that he says smash like smish is amazing.
Yeah, it's marketable. It's just one of those things that he didn't set out to be marketable. It's not gimmicky. It's just how he talks, but it's just like he has that it factor, man. It is what it is. That usually drives people nuts when people have it, but he has it, and I'm not going to sit here and take that away from him. I'm a big Khamzat fan. Yeah, I just think he embodies Breakout Fight of the Year better than anybody. But like shout out to the other guys on that list. A great category of fighters. But yeah, Khamzat. To me, that was one of my quickest decisions. Like I just scrolled through the list and was like, oh, yeah, Khamzat.
For me, it was like it's definitely Kevin Holland. And then when I was making the list, I was like, oh no, it's Khamzat. And then I started thinking about the two. I went back and I looked at all like the stuff they've done and like social media presence, all that. And I think it's Khamzat. I agree.
Yeah.